Perhaps best known for their ability to put out fires, fire suppression is just one of many services provided by the Bowling Green Fire Department. In this edition of Spotlight on Bowling Green, we will take a look at the advanced training of the Bowling Green firefighters that provides them with the specific knowledge and skills to respond to numerous emergencies with various degrees of danger and technical issues.
Usually, the service has changed simply because of the expansion of the city. We make about 5,000 calls a year. So based on that number, you can see that the volume of calls that we've had has allowed us to expand. We serve, we do trench rescue, hazmat, confined space training, extrication, structural firefighting, anywhere from somebody being pinned under a vehicle. So as the city has increased, so has our run volume and the expansion of services that we offer. We have what's called a low frequency, high risk. So because of the expansion and so many modalities that we do serve, it's important that we stay on top of those. And we train on those checkoffs we have every year. So the training that each firefighter has every year is about 205 hours per person each year of training that each firefighter has.
The importance of staying current on our training and personnel is that it allows us to work together as a team. We get used to the routine that we're going to go through. My crew, we're a specialty station. We do mostly car accidents. We're the swift water crew. So when we get called out to the river to do a river rescue, I know everything that my sergeant, my captain, my other firefighter are going to do, and we work well together as a team. We have some big trainings where we bring in multiple crews, and it allows us to work with them from time to time. But it gives you an idea of camaraderie, trust. You can go into a fire with these guys and you're not worried about it. It's given me a good outlook. I've been here 5 years and I've learned a bunch since the time I've started. There's been a lot of things that you do over and over again, and it gets into a routine. It's second nature. When you go on the scene, you don't even have to think about it. You know what you're going to do. But then there's the training that we don't get to do very often that kind of opens your eyes and shows you, look, you need to be ready for stuff that you don't even know you're going to get. And it might not be exactly what the incident is, but you've done something similar to it, and it can prepare you and give you a thought process to get you through what you need to get through at a certain scene.
The role of the firefighter has evolved throughout the years, making specialized training in areas outside of fire suppression a necessity. The combination of classroom and hands-on training is essential in staying current in all areas of public safety.
The trench rescue, hazmat, hazardous materials, structural firefighting, swift water rescue, confined space, extrication, all those incorporate into the fire service. So I guess a lot of people may think that we just respond to fires, but we have so many areas that we do serve. Emergency medicine, we do a lot of emergency calls. In fact, probably 80% of our call volume is based on emergency medical service. So having said that, we have to stay on top of every one of those. We do hands-on training in the technical rescue areas at least once a month. And then also we go out and actually perform those functions quarterly within the whole department.
Our training's pretty intense. We go through several big events every year. We have a big hazmat drill that we do. It's a multi-company drill. Most of the departments in the city will go. We have a swift water crew that gets together and we train. There's a confined space that we do. Everyday training, we usually train a little bit every day. We have what we call quick drills, take between 30 and 45 minutes. So we're doing something every day that we're here. There are times that we'll take an afternoon and take the boat out and spend all day at the river just going over certain things. So we can just, depending on what the month is and how it's going to go, we can train anywhere from 10 hours a month to 100 hours a month. We did a drill here recently where we practiced extrication, where we responded to a car accident, and we did, how to take a car apart properly to get the civilian out. And we do that on a regular basis, and we've had a couple car accidents here recently where that's come in play in what we were doing. Just the other day we had a severe car accident, and just knowing who needed to do what and where certain equipment needed to go, it really helped the situation, and it flowed pretty smoothly.
New Recruit Training is the first series of training exercises that a rookie firefighter will have to master before being assigned official firefighter duties. They must go through rigorous classroom and hands-on training to acquire the skills needed in real-life emergency situations.
Our recruits go through a rigorous training program. It's 12 weeks of what we call recruit training. Once they get out of recruit training, they will have 400 hours of certification in all firefighting skills that pertain to the state of Kentucky. They also, on top of 400 hours, we put them through what's called a IFSAC certification, Firefighter 1 and Firefighter 2. And we usually try to have 400 hours and that certification done by the time they, what we call, go on shift. So after the 12 weeks, when they pass the IFSAC certification in 400 hours, they're a certified firefighter through the state of Kentucky. And to maintain that each year, every firefighter in the city of Bowling Green, all the way up to the chief, has 100 hours of continuing education training. We go above and beyond that. As I mentioned earlier, we usually have about 250 hours of training per firefighter. So not only when you get out of recruit class, it's maintaining those skills throughout your entire career.
We've actually done CPR and first aid, and last week we did SCBA training, and we got to go into rooms that were completely dark, completely black, and drag victims out and search around walls, search around rooms so that we could find the victim, and just in case we had a firefighter go down, different ways of dragging the firefighter and victims out. We have to have 400 hours of training in different aspects of the job. Our recruit training is 12 weeks, and through the 12 weeks we actually do we learn ladders, ropes, just different types of aspects that we're going to use on the job, so that once we do become on shift, we get on shift, then we have some sort of an idea of what we're doing. And while we're on shift, of course, we're going to continue to learn. SCBA is self-contained breathing apparatus. So it's actually the tanks that you see firefighters wear, the big air tank on the back, and then the breathing apparatus that we have on our face, the face mask, that's the SCBA. So the training that we go through for that, it gets the recruit used to wearing it, putting it on, and becoming familiar with the equipment, and gives them the knowledge if they get into a situation, how to maintain air control and or breathing, to slow your breathing down to create more air or save air that you have in your tank. So far, SCBA training, the physical aspect of it, you're putting on the turnout gear, it's really hot, you get to put the mask on with the air tank, and just the physical exertion, that's what really drew me to this job, is being able to learn, if you get in a situation, how you can save someone's life. Well, I have military background, so it was, like I said, the physical fitness part for me was what really drew me to this. And I'm really shocked that I feel like I'm physically fit, but this takes it to a whole nother level. And I would advise anybody who's even considering being a part of the Bowling Green Fire Department to start getting in shape, start running, start preparing yourself to learn.
During the course of a firefighter's career, they may encounter emergency situations that require partnerships with other organizations, such as other area fire departments or local agencies. Training exercises with these organizations can foster positive working relationships and aid in handling emergencies successfully.
We try to train with our county firefighters, and that's what we call mutual aid. To give you an explanation of that, if we had something bad go wrong here that would tax our resources here within the city, we may call upon the county departments to come in and help. We invite them in for mutual aid or ask for their resources and personnel. They would come in and we would all fall under a command staff. And then hopefully as training together, if that happened, they could come in and fall in however we need them, whether it be to man stations for us. So we try to train with them at least quarterly. Working together with all the county departments is critical.
We are pretty lucky. We've got several agencies here locally, like the Warren County Rescue. We've worked with them on water rescue training. We've gotten with Louisville on some swiftwater training, and we've even worked with the medical center on helicopter landing zones and situations where we might need to bring them in. And it's kind of eye-opening. You don't think you'd use it all the time, and I think it was Tuesday we actually got to set up a landing zone for a helicopter and fly out a couple patients, and just having the knowledge on what needed to be done for the situation made it a lot easier when the time came. We had to make that emergency call to have them come fly them out. So it's working with other departments and different agencies is a big success for us, and it's a great opportunity to get out and actually work with other people and see how they do it.
The Bowling Green Fire Department is a leader in the field of fire suppression and rescue. It strives to be on the cutting edge of training techniques and maintain a high standard of quality personnel.
Coming out of the military and looking at firefighters, police officers, just people who help the community. I grew up in this community, so it was really important to me to want to be a part, to give back, and to help others. And being a firefighter, I mean, you see these guys on the truck, jumping off the truck, going into a fire, or going in to help somebody that's in a vehicle accident or something like that, just to give back and to help. I think that's what's most important too.
We are a very progressive department. We're always trying new things, new types of equipment, new and different ways to train on the equipment that we get. I've looked at other departments and trained with other departments, and all of them are very good. I think it's just I am a little biased. I like the guys here and I like the way things go here, but they allow you to travel and get classes and train and see different aspects of how things could be done, and it makes it really nice for us.
As you can see, if you come to our training facility, we got some of the nicest equipment around. All of our trucks, our facilities. We have a flashover chamber, a burn building, a training tower, confined space tunnel, and all of our stations are set up for physical fitness. We take a lot of pride in how our guys are physically fit, and we hire good people. We hire people that are dedicated. So as far as professionalism go, I think we are really ahead of the game on professionalism and what we have to offer.
If you would like to learn more about this or any other Spotlight on Bowling Green program, contact City Hall at 393-3000.